Hello, my name is Yolanda. I am the Forge Coordinator here at the Ela Area Public Library, and I'm here to show you our new Cricut series. We will be focusing on silhouettes and labels today using our Cricut Design Space software. As a reminder, just wanted to let you guys know, you are welcome to come in to use our Cricut Maker and Cricut Maker 3 to cut any designs, silhouettes, or labels during library open hours, as long as there's not a program in the Forge. You can give us a call ahead of time just to make sure, or you can check our program calendar online on our website. So without further ado, let's get into the Cricut Design Space software and get you started making these silhouette stickers and silhouette labels. The materials you're going to need for this are going to be any kind of vinyl. So I tend to use non-permanent vinyl. This vinyl doesn't have an adhesive that can permanently stick onto something. So this vinyl is great for windows, great for walls. Um, it'll easily peel off. So just little simple stickers will work great. If you want something more permanent, you want to make sure that it doesn't wash away if you run it under the water, or maybe you want a car decal that you want to be able to withstand the weather. I recommend using permanent vinyl. And you can find non-permanent and permanent vinyl in any local craft store like Michael's or even at Walmart. They have the permanent and non-permanent vinyl in their craft section. So let's get to the software. We do have this software on both of our computers in the Forge. You are welcome to come in, sign into your account, make sure that you have an email address, and you will be prompted to create your own password, and you can create your own account. It's free, and you can save any designs you make onto your account and can travel anywhere. So if you log in at home, you'll be able to open up the same project. If you log in inside the library in the Forge, you'll be able to open the same project as well. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, so here we are. This is Cricut Design Space. Once you log in or you create your account, you'll be prompted into this first welcome page. We're going to go straight into it. One thing I do want to make sure that before you get started on any project, just to avoid any conflicts in the future, in the process of the future, you're going to go ahead and click on the equipment you will be using. So if you're in the Forge and you're ready to cut something, make sure that this section here says what machine you're going to be using. If you're going to be using the Cricut Maker, you're going to click on Cricut Maker. If you're going to be using the Cricut Maker 3, make sure you click on that. That is very important. Most of the time when you set up your account, you will be automatically, I believe, set to Explore. So make sure that you change that before you start cutting here in our library. So we're going to go ahead and click on New Project. We're going to open up a blank canvas. And then I'm going to show you some really cool features. It doesn't take a whole lot. I promise it's very simple and easy to use. We do have a Cricut beginner guide with more details on all the tools that we have on Cricut Design Space. So please feel free to look in the description below for that link directly to our website where you'll be able to find that. We have really great descriptions for everything, and hopefully it'll guide you through more complicated and complex projects. So for today, we're going to focus on silhouettes and labels. So we're going to start off with silhouettes. It's as simple as going to the images button here, and you're going to type in something that you want a sticker of, just a silhouette of. You're going to type in cat. Everything with a little green banner and there's like a fancy A inside, you will have to pay for. And the prices are right here. It's crossed out because our account has a subscription. So that's what it would look like if you sign up for the subscription service. But if you do not have, you have just a free account, this will show as 0.99, not crossed out. It'll be nice and bold. You can go ahead and use this and you'll be charged at the right before you go ahead and cut, or you can go ahead and find free images here. So you would click under filters, free, make sure that's check marked, and you'll be able to sort through a variety of free images. So let's say we want just a simple cat. This one looks cute. So we'll just do a simple silhouette cat sticker. And it'll populate into our canvas. And you can go ahead and adjust the size to however big you want it. And I kind of want it pretty big. So I want to say maybe like uh, we can focus on the size up here, or we can adjust the size using these little squares. I'm going to focus on the size up here because I want it at least 4 inches tall. So now it's going to automatically set my image to the height of 4 inches, and my width will be 4.278 inches. So that sounds perfect to me. The bigger the sticker, the easier the Cricut will have to cut it out, and it'll be able to do those little intricate details. If you get them too small, it might have a lot of trouble being able to get those nitty-gritty details. So I think that's a great start. And so once you're done, you can go ahead. It's as simple as that. You just literally made a silhouette sticker. So let's say you don't want the eyes or the nose. You don't want any of that detail. You just want a simple silhouette. You're going to go ahead and make sure that your image is selected. You're going to go to contour right here on the bottom right. It says contour. It's a little circle with dashes. And now what you're going to do is you can actually click on the objects you do not want to show. So we'll keep that because that's kind of part of the silhouette. So we just want a simple silhouette, and it looks like that's the triangle. All right, so we just have the silhouette, and then we're going to go ahead and click X to exit out, and we got rid of all of that detail in the middle. So now it is a silhouette. We do this a lot in the Forge when we create stickers that we have out for little free things that you can come and grab. So we make a lot of these silhouette stickers, and you can do this with a variety of other things. The other thing I wanted to show you, there's another way to kind of go around the whole like limited images. You can click on the upload button here on the bottom left. You click on that, you will get a little library of recent uploads where you can upload an image just by clicking here, upload image. And then you can drag and drop a file. So let's say you have a silhouette file that you have designed or you have, you can go ahead and upload that image here. And then you can decide what kind of image type you want. We can get more into details in a future video, I believe next week, where we talk about print and cut options, and we'll be able to use this complex feature. But for now, it's a simple silhouette, so we're going to stick with the simple high contrast color background style. So we're going to go ahead and press continue right at the bottom right. And Cricut has this incredible background remover. So you can go ahead and manually is the free version. You have a wand, an eraser, and you can also restore to the original design. So we're going to use the wand, and all we're going to do is we're going to click on that grayed out area, and it's going to remove it completely. And then we're going to go ahead and use the zoom button to kind of get into these little branches here to make sure that we remove those as well. And so we remove those 3 little dots. And if you ever need to erase something more specifically, maybe it's just very pixelated, you can use the erase tool and it'll show up like a huge circle, and you can adjust the size here on the bottom left under eraser size to as big as you want it, or to as, this is the smallest, which is super tiny, you can barely see it. So let's go up a couple, let's go to a 3. So you can get it as small as you'd like. So you can really go in and erase and detail any of your images on Cricut Design Space. Once you're done, you're going to go ahead, apply, and continue. And you're going to use this left option that says cut image. We will again talk about print and cut in a future video, so stay tuned for that. But for this video, we're going to use cut image. You're going to click on it, make sure there's a green box around your option, and then click upload. Once that's ready, your tree is now added to your recent uploads. You're going to click on it and click add to canvas on the bottom right. And ta-da, it's on your canvas. Now we want to resize this. I want this also to be about 4 inches tall. So we're going to go ahead and add that to our size bar there. So now we have 2 stickers that are ready to get cut at 4 inches tall. All right, So this is pretty much how you create a silhouette. One thing that um, is this is very similar to labels and things like that. We're going to be using this text feature here. We're going to click on that, and then right away you can go ahead and text something, maybe sugar. We're gonna do some labels for our kitchen. So we're gonna type one that says sugar, and then let's type one that says flour. All right, so we have those labels. You can click on them, highlight them completely, and as you notice, once you clicked on that text feature, all these new tools came up. So we have our font, style, font size, letter spacing, line spacing, alignment. You can curve your text, and then a more advanced option. We're going to focus on the very basics of just creating a label. And so we're going to go ahead and look at the fonts. Now, again, remember that the banner with the little fancy A is a paid subscription that you would have to pay for every month. There's a way to go around it. Every computer, iPad, things like that, has its own fonts programmed into the equipment that you are using. So you can click on System, and this will pull up all the fonts you already have downloaded onto your device. So if you're using this on your phone, on your iPad, on a computer, on the Forge computer, all these fonts are already programmed into your computer, and so they will be free. So you can click on System, and you can just scroll through and see what kind of font you're looking to get. So it gives you an example of what it looks like using the simple phrase of the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, which you'll see around everywhere. We're going to go ahead and just kind of scroll down and see kind of what we like. And I honestly think I really like this font that was nice and thick, this Bernard MT Condensed. So we're going to click on that. We're going to let that load. All right, so I think I really like that as a font for my label. So we're gonna go ahead and just adjust this. And let's say we wanna put it on a jar. So it's about, we want it to be, the height to be 2.5 inches. Oh, so it can go, looking at the size. Yeah, I think maybe an inch. Let's try an inch. There we go, that might be better. We don't need it that big. So we can do the same thing with the flower. Again, we're gonna highlight all the text so we can change the font. We're going to click here. We're going to go to System. Here we go. And we're going to scroll down until we get to the Bernard MT Condensed. And there is our text. We're going to go ahead and change this. We're going to keep it similar to the sugar, change it to an inch in height. And we have our labels. So labeling can be super easy, as you can see. You can also change the style. So maybe you, some fonts give you like bold, italic, and you can click on style and click on those. Font size will just increase the size, but we used our sizing feature to decrease the size to an inch tall. You can also use a letter spacing. Maybe you want your letters really far apart. You can use this tool by increasing, and your letters will start to space apart. And then line spacing, if you have multiple lines, maybe you have a quote or something like that, and you want more space between your lines, you can use that tool there. And let's say you have these two words, but you want them to be centered with each other. So you can go ahead and click on these, click on align. There's a tool up here. You're going to click on center horizontally, and you can center everything. It also works here. You can center it to the right or to the left. It doesn't really count with labels because you're just doing one word. But the other feature is maybe you want to curve the text. So you can either curve it upwards or you can curve it downwards. So you can get very creative with your labels. And let's see, another thing, maybe you want like a rectangular label with the letters cut out. You can do that by using the shape tool. You're going to, let's say we get this square tool. This is part of the free different shapes These are free, and then again, the banner means you would have to pay for this subscription. So let's use this square tool. It will not budge with the dimensions of it. You have to go up to the sizing tool up here in the middle and click on that lock to unlock it. Once you unlock it, you're able to turn it into a nice rectangle. So let's go ahead and turn this into a nice size rectangle. And we're gonna go ahead and put like our flower there. Let me move my image. So on the right side, we have our layers. In order to see the flower on top of this rectangle, we're gonna need to move that down below flower. And now you're gonna see that the flower appeared right above. So we can even go in and change it just to visually see it better. The colors that you choose on here do not matter. The time that you'll worry about colors is when you're inserting the material into the machine. So whatever color material you are inserting is the color of your sticker or label. So we're gonna go ahead and I think the rectangle is a little too big, so we're just gonna adjust it a little bit, maybe make it a little smaller. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and center these. So again, to center, we're gonna highlight both options, the text flower and the square. We're gonna go up to where it says align, click on that, and then center horizontally. And then we're gonna go back and click it again and center vertically. Now that's gonna put it right in the middle. So that's exactly what we want. We're gonna, again, one more time, we're gonna highlight both layers, the flower and the square, and we're gonna use our tool called slice. So if you go down to the bottom left, there's a tool that says slice. There's a circle and a square, I believe, cut into each other. We're gonna click on that, give it a moment. There we go. It created a slice result right above. You can see everything happening on your layers view over here. When we remove that rectangle, we'll see that flower was cut out through that rectangle. So if you want a label like this, this will be the way to do it. You'll get the cutout here that you can go ahead and just delete. And then you have your original text that you created. And that's pretty much it with your labels. You can play around with all these tools and feel free to let us know if you have any further questions on how to create silhouettes or labels using the Cricut design space. Again, this software is very easy to use and user-friendly. Please don't be afraid to ask us questions. You can definitely send us an email at forge@eapl.org. We are more than willing to help you with this whole process. You can also set up an appointment with one of our Forge staff members to sit down for about 30 minutes to go over any questions or to go over the basics of creating a silhouette or label. Thank you so much for watching this video and let us know what you would like to see next.